3. You're getting sleepy. 2. 1. Wondered how to self-hypnotize yourself? I have a feeling what I'm doing right now, I have a feeling it's probably not the right way, but I don't know, because that's why I'm having this show tonight, because I am so curious about how to self-hypnotize myself and the benefits of it, and I have the expert with me tonight that's going to tell us all about it. So I am so excited about tonight's show, and I know a lot of you are, because you've been commenting and you were like, when's the show, when's the show? So tonight's the show. And the fortunate thing about it is this is all recorded, and you can watch it at your convenience at a later time. And so we will just, we're going to learn something really exciting tonight. This is episode 33 of the Hangout with Penny show, and tonight my special co-host guest is Jackie Maclean, and she's going to teach us how to self-hypnotize ourselves. But first, this is episode 33, so for the prior 32 episodes, for those of you that have making me a habit and been watching me, making a marathon of watching my shows all the time and catching up on the ones you may have missed, maybe it's your first time. It's a Hangout with Penny show every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. The purpose of this show is to have fun, is to inspire you and uplift you and educate you about the law of attraction. I'm a law of attraction trainer and coach. My name is Penny Peddie. And one of my favorite things to do, though, every Friday on my show is to introduce the wine of the week and have a cheers. Well, the wine I showed you last week. It's Connect. It's an organic Ontario wine. And this was a gift from Jackie. So, Jackie, I want to thank you very much for the lovely gift. It's one of my favorite wines, so I thank you very much. And I'm going to cheers to a great show, and We're going to have so much fun.
And I get to drink water, so cheers.
That's right. Cheers. Okay, so I would like to keep my shows to about the 30-minute mark, and so I'm going to get started with what people are saying. I love to share what people are saying, because the comments mean so much to me, because it just helps me help you, because it inspires me. You inspire me. When you give me the comments, and you inspire me to keep going, and so thank you. So I'm going to start with last week. I'll read 4 altogether. So last week it was episode 32, and that was, are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? So that was a really powerful show. I shared lots of my insights about how our words can heal us or keep us sick. So my friend Paola from Italy, she says, very powerful episode 32. I once read the 4 agreements. You gave me the idea to read it again, and the things you said about illness and sickness, so true. You're always inspiring. Thank you. Well, thank you. She's a loyal viewer from Italy, and she inspires me. Robin Ritchie. She says, Penny, I love the show. It's so important to watch our words and feelings, especially when dealing with an illness of a family member or friend. I also have Louise Hay's book. It is fabulous. Thank you for being brave enough to talk about the wording of all the campaigns out there. Indeed, an eye-opener. I now support animal welfare. So, yeah, I did share some of my thoughts on certain things, so it was a really good, I have to say, I was really happy with that episode, and it was the most shared episode to date. So of my 32 episodes, that one has been shared the most. So that means there's been important information in that episode that people feel should be passed on. So go back and watch that, and feel free to share it with your family and friends, because it will really help. So now I'm going to read a couple more, because both the ladies that are on my panel today have been here before. Episode 29, what's your relationship with money, friend or foe? And that was with Jackie Maclean. And this comment was from Fearless Girl, and she said, wow, This is one powerful show, Penny and Jackie. Really great. Looking forward to the Self Hypnosis show. So that was really good. So thank you, Fearless Girl, and tonight's the night. And now I'm going to read one more, and then when I'm done this, we're going to bring out CJ. So this was for episode 27, Learn How to Apply the LOA for Your Animals. So Karen Riggio, she says, thank you both so much. The show was completely awesome. What a reminder about how law of attraction shows up everywhere. This week, my dog was excited when she heard CJ and then settled down and just sat on the couch very relaxed, like she was taking it all in, everything that CJ shared. CJ, it's clear you are both a gifted healer of animals and people. Both you and Penny are so authentic, generous, and thank you so much. And yeah, so go back and watch episode 27. Oh, I learned so much about using the law of attraction with my animals. So before we bring out our hypnotherapist, we're going to bring out CJ. Come out and say hi again and let everybody see you again and tell us where you are and what you do.
Okay, well, thanks for having me on the show, everyone, and our host, Jackie and Penny tonight. I'm really excited to be here. My name is CJ Gilbert, and I work with animals, mainly horses, dogs, and cats, and I help you to create new possibilities around health and communication. So thanks for having me here.
Oh, you're very welcome. And we have our lower thirds, and I see sometimes we have glitches, and I will be sure that I will put your contact information on the recording so people can find out how to reach you. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to read Jackie's bio, and then we're going to bring her out and see what transpires. Hang out with Penny. Anything can happen. So I have the pleasure this evening to introduce to you Jackie Maclean, and Jackie is a clinical hypnotherapist who specializes in addiction recovery. Now, Jackie's an unconventional coach, so she helps people change bad habits, everything from nail biting to more serious problems such as alcohol, cocaine, and cigarettes. Over the years, she has helped thousands of business owners successfully overcome addictions to gambling, internet, video games, so they can get back on track to enjoy a successful business. Because that can really, yeah, that's powerful. So Jackie works with people locally in Vancouver, Canada, and internationally as well. Her appearance on many TV and radio programs has helped thousands deal with issues related to addiction recovery. I know what you do is very powerful. We've talked about it. You've been on my program already twice, and so I'm so looking forward to this. So Jackie, this show is about self-hypnosis, right? So can you please explain to me and the viewers, what is it, and why is it so important for us to practice self-hypnosis?
So thank you, Penny, and thank you, CJ. Penny, thank you so much for having me on the show. And our show today is about self-hypnosis. And the word is self-explanatory. So what that means is self-hypnosis means you're practicing hypnosis by yourself. That is why it's called self-hypnosis. If you go to a therapist for help, that aspect of it is called hypnotherapy. So let's get back to hypnosis. What is hypnosis? And just for your information, your viewers will be surprised to know that all of us are in a state of hypnosis throughout the day. If you have driven Penny and CJ from point A to point B, let's say for an appointment or for a movie, a 45-minute drive, and at the end of the 45-minute drive you say, hey, how did I get here?
I've done that.
How often have you done that, Penny?
Oh, many times.
We all do. So that is simply an altered state. Some people call it a level of trance. That is hypnosis. So when else are we in hypnosis?
When we sleep?
No, sleep is sleep.
Oh, okay.
When you're in a state of hypnosis, you're very aware of everything that's going on.
Okay.
So that, that again is telling us that you are in charge of the process. Nobody can hypnotize you to do whatever. You're aware and you have the power to make the changes that you want.
Oh, so you're not going to make us cluck like chickens or anything like that on the show?
Hopefully not.
Okay.
But
good.
I did promise CJ that I would make you dance on the table. So coming back to sleep, Penny, we are in an altered state about 5 to 10 minutes before sleep and about 5 to 10 minutes after we wake up. And the point of that is, in that state, we are highly suggestible. And highly suggestible means that when you give yourself suggestions, your subconscious mind will accept those suggestions, right? So now that we've understood what hypnosis is, what self-hypnosis is, so the question is really, why do we bother to do hypnosis? Or why do we bother to do self-hypnosis? And to answer that question, I have to go back to our mind. And just to explain it in simple terms, we'll break it up into, I like to liken it to an iceberg. The tip of the iceberg is our conscious mind, that tiny bit. And below the surface is our subconscious mind, that big surface below, that big part below the surface is the subconscious mind. And hypnosis is simply a tool, is simply a process to access our subconscious mind.
Oh.
So a question that you, Penny, and CJ, and our viewers may have is, why bother to access our subconscious mind? So let me explain. So an example is, I have written a letter to Aunt Jane 20 years ago. And I feel remorse because I was really mean and bad to her in that letter. Now, talking about it and saying, I was really mean and I was really bitchy when I wrote to Aunt Jane doesn't help, right? If I want to make the change, what do I need to do? I need to call it up from my hard drive, my computer. I need to edit it. I need to save it. Our hard drive, if we want to make a change, our hard drive is our subconscious mind.
Okay.
And we can call it up during a process called hypnosis, right? So we call it up during a process called hypnosis because during hypnosis we are in a relaxed state. And when we are in a relaxed state, so here's our subconscious mind, the portion below the iceberg, below the tip. The tip is our conscious mind. And during this process called hypnosis, when we are in a relaxed state, our conscious mind, what I lovingly call our monkey mind, goes for a hike. And when our conscious mind goes for a hike, our now subconscious mind is open to accepting suggestions. So again, why do we need to do it? Because in our subconscious mind, we hold all of our beliefs, our behaviors, our habits. So if I want to change the habit, just like I want to change that letter to Aunt Jane, I need to call it up during this process that we call hypnosis, edit it, and save it. Boom. It's as simple as that. Isn't that cool, Penny?
It is cool, and I'm just thinking, so this is how we can achieve our goals, because we're actually rewriting our program to what it is we do want. So we're deleting out the old files from our hard drive, which is our subconscious mind, and we're reprogramming with new suggestions, so it is possible then to attain our goals. So Jackie, where would someone start? Like, how would they go about doing this? What do they need to do?
So the first step is to be in a state of calmness and relaxation. And how many of us find it so difficult to relax? Two of my hands are up, right?
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm going to do, Penny, is I'm going to teach you a very simple technique to help you and the audience stay calm and relax.
Okay.
So just for the purposes of measurement, so the question is, both to you, Penny, and to CJ. On a scale of 0 to 10, like you've had a long day a long week before you, ahead of you. So on a scale of 0 to 10, or 10 being, oh my gosh, I have so much on my plate, I'm glad it's Friday, thank God it's Friday. What number would you put, Penny? 0 to 10. 10 being I'm really stressed out.
7.
7. What about you, Penny? What about you, CJ? Just for the purposes of identification.
I'd say about a 6.
About a 6. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay. So I'm going to teach you now a simple technique. I call it the Pico Pico, and it's really a deep breathing exercise. So I'll just demonstrate, and then we'll practice it.
Okay.
So it goes like this, the Pico Pico, which is breathing in deep from the belly. And as you breathe in deep from the belly, in your mind, just put your focus on the crown, the top of your head. Then hold for a count of 4. And on the exhale, just open the mouth slightly and focus on your navel, the belly button. So I'll say that again. Breathing deep from the belly, putting the focus on the crown, the top of the head. You don't have to put your hand, I'm just demonstrating. And hold for a count of 4. And on the exhale, with your eyes closed, open the mouth slightly and focus on the navel, the belly button. Okay, so let's start. And you have a 7 and CJ has a 6. So let's go try this out. Okay? So nice deep breath, just breathing in deep from the belly. Focus on the crown. Hold. Opening the mouth slightly. Focusing on the navel. Breathing in. Hold. Exhale. Nice deep breath. Hold. Exhale. Breathing in. Holding. Exhale. Nice breath in. Hold. Exhale. Breathing in. Holding. Exhale. And eyes open. Awesome. So Penny, where are you on that scale of 0 to 10? You were at the 7 earlier, and where are you now?
Holy, I actually just felt things just dissipate. So I'm going to say 4.
Okay, awesome. From a 7 to a 4. That's fabulous. What about you, CJ? You were at a 6?
I went down to a 1.
Woohoo!
I'm just next week will be fine.
Okay, awesome. So Penny and CJ, for your information, from a 6 to a 1 and from a 7 to a 4, and that is in 59.27 seconds. I just timed it, if you can see that.
Yay!
59.27 seconds.
You know what I found with that was your voice. There's something in your voice. There's something in your voice that was very calming to me.
Yeah.
Very calming.
Yeah.
Even my computer, because you can hear my computer, it all revs up. It actually calmed right down. Like, oh my gosh.
I've been known to calm to hypnotize animals and computers.
So isn't
that awesome?
It is. I love it. But I have a question then. Suppose I have a desire or a goal that I want to achieve. Yeah. Where would I fit that into that process?
Okay. So this is the first step in the process. And I had said earlier, the first step to accepting suggestions, for our subconscious mind to accept suggestions, is to be in a relaxed state.
Right.
So if I'm hyper after a long day at work, or I've just had a fight with my spouse, or my kids are being a pain in the ass, and I'm up there, just doing the simple technique, I've gone from a 6 to a 1, or from a 7 to a 4. So that is the first step.
Okay.
So the second step is engaging all of the 5 senses when you're doing the stuff. So let's do another exercise.
Okay.
So the second exercise is, let's say, again, a whole week at work and I'm really frustrated, and so with your eyes closed or even eyes open, Penny and CJ and the audience, please, I'd like you to get a sense of, what image or sense you get when you think of being frustrated or angry. And I'll do that exercise as well, and let me time it. So I want to show you how quick and simple and easy this is. So the first exercise was 59.27 seconds. Let's do this now. So I'd like you to imagine and get a sense of what anger means for you. When you think, oh, I'm so freaking frustrated and angry, what comes up for you? You can get an image, a picture, you can get a sense, you can imagine it, you can feel it. Okay. Close your eyes, get a sense. Audience, get a sense too. And you can write it in your notes as well. So when you open your eyes, now Penny, what sense did you get when you think about? So I'll share what I get. So for me, when I think of being frustrated or angry and I just close my eyes for a brief second, I imagine these big, huge flames of, big, huge flames. And it's yellow at the top, the tip of the flame, and it's red at the bottom, like orangey red, and, big, huge, and they're going boom, boom, boom. So that for me represents anger when I close my eyes. So would either of you like to share what your experience was?
Well, I will. I felt tense. I could feel the tenseness.
Okay.
But when I closed what I could see was, it was, so imagine taking a pen and just going on the paper. That's what I saw, and it was like they were red and black, just big, sharp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And CJ, would you like to share?
Well,
I can't hear Penny. I can't hear CJ.
No, I think she got booted.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
She'll come back on.
Okay, awesome. So we'll continue. So let's switch that over now. I'd like you to get a sense with your eyes closed of calmness and peace. So again, calmness and peace. Calmness and peace. Calmness and serenity and peace. Calmness, serenity, and peace. So I'd like to share what came up for me. And for me, what came up was still those big flames of fire, and then snowflakes, just gentle, beautiful snowflakes coming down very gently and, getting rid of the fire, dousing the fire, dousing the flames. And now it's all ashes and everything is just calm. That was the image that I got. So something come up for you.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with my lines. It was like they just went away. I got trickling of water. It was like calmness in the water and trickling, just like that soothing sound of water.
Okay.
Oh, there's CJ's back.
Okay. So I'll just like to share before we continue. I want to stop this. And that was 3 minutes and 21 seconds. This exercise of the flames, when and the flames, what comes up in my body, what comes up in my mind, the picture, the image, the feeling, the sensation. And when I feel calm and centered, 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Okay.
Nice.
Right? So an example, Penny, of how your clients and your audience can use this is if they want to, let's say, lose weight. Just doing these same images They can imagine themselves from a size 14 to a size 10. They can imagine themselves feeling sexy and dancing in their favorite orange top and high heels and saying, yippee, woohoo, I'm feeling sexy, baby. Right? So can you see how quick and easy and simple it is? Right?
Yeah.
So that is an example of how they would use it. Okay.
CJ?
Yes, ma'am.
I know you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Would you like to share? Because I understand that you have done some work with Jackie with this. Are you up to sharing some of your experience with her?
Yeah, definitely.
With us?
I actually worked with Jackie around stress. I just was feeling overwhelmed with life and balancing between I'm a wife, I'm a mother, my mother is elderly and I take care of her, and my career. And I actually had a session on Skype, which is really cool because I'm in the United States and Jackie's up in Canada. So it's wonderful that we live in this day and age with the internet and electronics and things like that, that we can connect with anyone in the world. And so Jackie and I worked one-on-one, and then Jackie actually gave me a audio that I could listen to. But in our session, I could feel like, afterwards I felt like I was back in control. Things were going to be okay. Before, I kind of felt like things were out of control. And then when I listened to the audios, just kind of with the exercise, but this is, I would say, a beefed up version. Jackie's voice is very soothing. I've had other hypnosis done where I didn't like the voices, or not the voices, but I mean the person, doing the audios. Jackie has a very soothing and nurturing voice. And so I've listened to the audios to help me with the stress, and it's helped. It's helped greatly. Highly recommend her.
Wonderful.
I'm muted.
Our host is gone now.
Well, we're getting close to the end. I'm going to come back to you in just a moment, Jackie. I just want to let everybody know that you've been watching the Hangout with Penny show. This has been fun. We're learning about self-hypnosis and the benefits of it. Just to let you know that next week, episode 34.
Yay.
Yay. I'm going to be talking about this book. I read a lot, and I love to read. And when I told a friend that I was reading this book, she just went out and bought it, and she read it, and we're going to have our insights about this book. And I think maybe once a month I'm going to have a book. So if you have a book that you would like me to share and give my thoughts on it, leave me a message, and I probably have it in my library. So episode 34, promptings. You listen to them. There's some really good lessons in this book to tell us about that. So that's episode 34. So Jackie, come back out, and what do you have to say to our viewers for final thoughts? But also, CJ was talking about the audios. And I know, because I've got your whole list, that you actually create your own audios on all different ways that we can achieve our goals, depending on what it is. So can you come and share that with me and our audience to tell us how they can get a hold of them?
So we've done this, exercise where you're very experiential, and you've experienced how we've brought our, stress level down from a 6 to a 1, and what's possible with the visualization. So I have 14 hypnosis audios, including weight loss, and, these are CDs, of course. These are CDs, but I actually have 14 audios, and they include how to attract more money and release weight and release your business brilliance and a whole get rid of negative thoughts. And ebooks, e-reports. They're valued at $275, Penny, and for your audience until Friday night. I love to let them have it for only $47. So
Tonight, you mean this Friday night?
this Sunday night.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say lots of people watch the recording.
Yes. Oh, so let's have it for a week. Is that good for you? Okay.
Okay. Up till episode 34.
Yes. Okay. Good idea.
Thank you.
So only $47, and what that helps them is, like CJ said, they can try and practice. They can practice what we've just learned today as they're listening to these audios, right? And will help them calm, relax, so that monkey mind stays stays out for a while.
Well, it's also, in my mind, it's almost like it draws you back, because throughout our time we can still get into the monkey mind, but then all of a sudden your voice comes back.
Yes.
So it's like, oh yeah, so then we focus on that again. Correct. So it's to keep us, yeah. Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Ah, all right. Well, CJ, do you have any final words for us?
Well, I know that.
Get a hold of you.
Oh, sure, but I just, with Jackie, she does offer on so many different realms. I went to her not for addictions or habits or things like that. I mainly went for, my life felt chaotic, stress. And so, seek her out for any area of your life is what I want to say. As far as getting hold of me and check out what I do, I'm at www.healinghandsequinetherapies.com. Thanks so much for having me, ladies. This was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
It was a lot of fun, Penny and CJ.
I'll be sure to put I'll be sure to put your website on the recording, CJ, so people can get a hold of that, because I know you just recently renamed that, so that's awesome.
Thank
Jackie,
you.
final words then for our viewers. Thank you so much, by the way.
Well, I want to say that, give yourselves this opportunity to experience hypnosis, self-hypnosis. And the worst that can happen is you'll feel like a wonderful mental massage. The best that can happen is it'll change your life. Just like it changed mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the beauty of what you do, it changed your life.
Yeah. It really changed my life. Like I've told you, Penny, my father was an alcoholic. My first husband died when I was 24. My second husband gave me the boot 12 years ago. There was a lot of debt. It changed my life.
Yes. And it's a beautiful thing what you're doing to then go out and help and really encourage other people and show them what to do. Because I bet you didn't know what to do when you were going through everything.
Yes.
You had to learn it all. I know when I was going through my stuff too. It's like, okay, we'll try this time. So we're just fortunate enough that we do have an opportunity, and I have this platform to share this with all of you. So thank you very much, everybody. This has been the Hangout with Penny, episode 33, Self Hypnosis with Jackie Maclean, and guest panelist CJ Gilbert. Thank you, everybody. I'm Penny Peddie. We'll see you next week. Hang out with Penny.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.